When we returned from Egypt, the land looked different, drier, more crowded. Ibrahim's flocks and herds had grown, and so had those of his nephew, Lot, who had traveled with us. It wasn't long before trouble started. The shepherds began arguing.
There's not enough grass for all these animals.
One of Lot's men shouted.
Your flocks are in our way.
Your herds are drinking all the water.
One of Ibrahim's shepherds yelled back. The tension grew every day, and soon the camp felt like it might tear apart. Then one morning, Ibrahim called Lot aside.
This isn't right.
Ibrahim said,
We are family. There is no need to fight. Look at the land around us. There is plenty of space. Let's separate so there is enough room for everyone. You choose first. If you go one way, I will go the other.
Lot looked out over the land. To the east was the Jordan Valley, lush and green, with rivers and fields that stretched as far as the eye could see. To the west were rocky hills, dry and rough. Lot chose the east.
I will take the valley.
He said. Then he packed up his tents and moved near a city called Sodom. Ibrahim didn't argue. He stayed in the hill country, trusting that God would provide, even if it didn't look as good as the valley. Not long after Lot left, God spoke to Ibrahim again. I was standing nearby when it happened. Ibrahim was walking through the hills, looking out over the land, when he suddenly stopped. His face lit up as if he had just seen something incredible.
Look around you.
God said to him,
As far as your eyes can see, to the north, south, east, and west, I'm giving all this land to you and your descendants forever, and your descendants will be like the dust of the earth, too many to count.
I couldn't see what Ibrahim saw, but I could feel the hope in his voice when he turned back to the camp. He built another altar, just like he always did when God spoke to him. Life in the hills wasn't easy. The land was rough and the rains came late. But Ibrahim didn't complain. He trusted that God's promise would happen, even if we couldn't see it yet. Then, one day, news came that Lot was in trouble. 4 kings from nearby cities had attacked Sodom and taken Lot, along with everything he owned. I thought Ibrahim would stay out of it. Lot had chosen the easy land after all. But Ibrahim didn't hesitate.
We are going after him,
He said, gathering his men. Ibrahim and his small group of trained servants chased down the kings in the middle of the night. They surprised them, attacked, and won. I still don't know how. It was like God gave them strength. Ibrahim brought Lot back along with all the people and goods the kings had taken. After the battle, a strange man came to meet Ibrahim. His name was Melchizedek, and he was a priest of the Most High God. He blessed Ibrahim and said,
Blessed be Ibrahim, by God Most High, Creator of heaven and earth, and blessed be God, who delivered your enemies into your hand.
Ibrahim gave Melchizedek a tenth of everything we had, and I could see in his eyes that he wasn't just giving thanks for the victory. He was thanking God for keeping his promise alive, even in the hardest moments. Life wasn't perfect, but Ibrahim's trust in God never wavered. He believed that somehow, someday, God would fulfill his promise to make him a great nation. And for the first time, I started to believe it too.